Welcome back, everyone, to Lore of the Shadow, where I am here with Elrond in his library right after Laredin ditched me. What are we going to do now, Elrond?
Hope is not in vain.
Fine, Lore. It seems that Amarthiel's tormentors succeeded in breaking Laredin's mind. He has left Rivendell and seeks to bring the shards of Narquil to Amarthiel in the vain hope of restoring her mind to Narmalith. Time is of an essence. We must learn quickly how far ahead Laredin has gone. We must try to overtake him before he can complete his purpose. Speak with Ladrahan, the stable master, at the stables to the west of here. He'll surely have seen Laredin. Alright, I guess I can do that. Hello there. I was wondering when's the last time you seen Laredin?
What can I do for you?
You seek news of Laredin? He came to me 2 days ago seeking the use of the horse. He said that Master Elrond had given him leave to seek the traitorous Amarthiel. This was not the case? Well, then please tell Elrond immediately. Back to Elrond. It appears he borrowed one of your horses.
Dark days are coming.
This news becomes more dire with each passing moment. Alas for Laredin. There's no time left to lose. We must act at once. Oh?
A strange fate brings you hither.
Your news is most distressing. I fear that Laredin's will was broken under the torments of Amarthiel. You have my approval to search Laredin's room for anything that reveals the full purpose of his departure. I fear that there is little time, for if he brings the shards of Narquil to Mirabel, Amarthiel is sure to be waiting there. Laredin's room is in our very house. Yep, I've been there before. It's where the note was. Now we have Laredin's room without Laredin present. And what have we got here? We have a rope? You feel this coil of rope which Laredin had clearly intended to take with him, but apparently overlooked in his haste to leave. He's certainly ill prepared then. A backpack. This pack was evidently left behind intentionally, for it is terribly worn and would likely not have survived the long journey. So he probably brought out the pack, inspected it, and decided to get a new one. Okay, we will assume that's the case for the moment. Ah, a map of Eregion. This map has a route sketched across it from Rivendell south to Eregion, but it contains no other clues. Well, anything else? What about the journal? Does he have a journal anywhere, or did he take that with him? Ah! This journal contains many entries, but it lay open to one particular passage. Okay. The entry in this journal was opened by detailed Laredin's imprisonment in Samath Bal and his torture at the hands of Amarthiel and her minions. Right. Okay, I have the alternate to read the shortened version of it. No, I don't want to do that. Okay, where's the shortened version? The Reader's Digest version of the story. While imprisoned within the fortress of Samath Bal, Laredin endured tortures of both body and mind. Deception will, as always, proved Amarthiel's closest ally. When she appeared to the captive in the guise of the daughter Narmalith, Laredin relinquished his deepest secret, the location of the second half of Narquil. It remains hidden within Forhel, but if it were to be joined with the other half of the broken ring, it might be reforged. I could save you, Laerden swears to the villain wearing his daughter's guise, even as Amarthea leaves the protection of her prisoner to the captain of Samathbal and her bloodletters. Heroes of the Free People arrive to free Laerden from captivity, though not from the trap in which Amarthea had ensnared him. Okay. That was actually the very first of the session plays I think that they had relating to the epic storyline, and I think it's also one of the most hated one. Yeah, I think it also be one of the more disliked ones also. There's just so many ones that people don't like from this one. They all get mushed in my mind, which is why I'm doing the shortened accounts. In his journal, Laerden refers to the visitation by Narmleth as an epiphany. He came to believe that he could free her by giving her Narquil the Ring of Amarthea. Right. Oh, I get to select a reward. A bracelet. Let's see. Might and agility. Agility, will, and fate. I guess actually, that's a decent upgrade. I'll grab that before I forget. What now? You learn nothing more from Laerden's journal than the details of his imprisonment and the encounters of Amarthea and Narmleth, real or imagined. Elrond may understand more of these things. Right. Now, to Elrond. The most important clue I got was his journal.
Hope is not in vain.
Alas, this is sorrowful and dreadful news that you bring. I now understand how Laerden was broken. The evils of Angmar are truly great if they can turn a father's love for his daughter into a terrible weapon. This forebodes an even greater evil. Ooh?
Will you lend me your aid once more?
I dread what's to come. Laerden's journal brings me great distress. I fear the deceptions of Amarthea will bring Laerden to a terrible end. Will you hear me? Alright, I guess I'll hear him. But the shortened version. I know I never liked this particular session play, so once again, the shortened version. The shortened account. Believing that only Narquil can restore the broken mind of his daughter Narmleth, Laerden travels to the old ring forges of Eregion. When he arrives and is confronted with Amarthea's deception, he fights bravely, but there is little hope, and he is overwhelmed. Now Amarthea needs only to reforge the broken halves of Narquil using forbidden arts to accomplish her evil ends. Well, so how true do you think that is?
Dark days are coming.
To think of Laerden's fate grieves me, but we can dwell upon it no longer. Greater still is the threat Amarthea will become if Narquil should fall into her grasp. Alright. So what do we get? We get a wristband, because magic wristbands are less evil than magic rings, apparently. Okay, so this is worth... Okay. It's worth an upgrade.
Hope is not in vain.
I hope hope isn't in vain, because right now we've got a rather hopeless situation. Here we go. There. Alright. Nice. It's been a while since I've had those bracelets updated. I have little doubt of the enemy's intentions, though I don't know whether they will bear fruit. That is our one hope. There is much ring lore in Eregion remaining here in Rivendell, for I myself wrote much of it, and much has been brought here thanks to the efforts of many. Sadly, this lore reveals little that might tell us in Angmar's plan, and they only had one season of Rings of Power so far, so I don't know the rest of the story yet. Okay, I guess we know the end of the story because we had that skirmish that we ran way, way early on, going through the history of Gallus Gelebrin. Unfortunately, my study of the lore has revealed one clue: a name. This name is Eglamir, undoubtedly an elf who was a trusted friend of Celebrimbor. He may have insights of what that will aid you. If he is still to be found in Middle-earth, he may be in Celendim. Many elves visit these before departing further to the south to the Grey Havens. Travel there, and if you find him, see what aid he could bring to you on this quest. So I need to find Eglamir, who is based on the history of quests so far in this book, will send me all over the place. I mean, what else is new? Hello there, sir.
What do you need?
You seek knowledge of the rune craft and the long-ruined forge of Mirabelle? I would turn you away if it were not for the fact that Master Elrond sent you. He was a great friend of Celebrimbor, so I will lend you what aid I may. Alright, well, that's good.
Mind my words, traveler.
Of the ring lore of Eregion, I will speak little. Yeah, I've heard some rumors of it. I can understand why. It is a dangerous knowledge learned from the Dark Lord and should not be explored any further. However, I will tell you this. In the days of Eregion, our Lord Celebrimbor gave to an elf friend, a man of Breland, one of his shaping tools. I would expect that that tool would be buried with him, as is the custom of men. Surely you will find someone in Breetown who might know the location of the barrow where the shaping tool lies. Perhaps someone at the town hall, or a patron of the inn there, or even a member of their watch. Alright, I will see what I can find out in Bree. Well, my forecast that this was going to take us all over the place has come to fruit quite quickly. I suppose we could start with the innkeeper here at the Pony.
How can I be of service?
Well now, what did you want again? Oh, the Barrow Downs. Why didn't you say so? That place has a bad name, if you didn't mind me saying, and I would stay away from there. But if you are determined to know more about it, you should ask Newbold Leafcutter over at the Scholar's Stair Archive. Oh, Leafcutter. Of course. Maybe I should have gone there in the first place. Perhaps I wouldn't have known about Leafcutter, but I figured if I'd gone to the Lord Master Trainer, maybe he would have known. Well, maybe not. Let's speak with him.
How can I be of service?
Greetings, fine lord. Do you seek yet more adventure into the Barrow Downs? I guess you could put it that way.
Hello, friend.
So you seek
something?
So you seek knowledge of the shaping tool of Celebrimbor and Merendar the craftsman? Yes, I know the story well. Alas, the tool was not to be easy to find, if it is still existing. It is buried with Moundar in Hoth Erchlit, and which was becoming infested with wights of the vilest sort. Hoth Erchith lies to the southern part of the Barrow Downs, and Merendar's tomb was found beside it in the cradle of the larger mound of the barrow. But be wary as you journey. The dead do not take kindly to the visitors. Of course not. I mean, why would the dead ever take kindly to my visits? Here we are at the tomb of Manadar. Now let's see if we could find this. Well, this is obviously not the wing that we would have to worry about much. Shadow Aura. Well, I could give him some shadows also. New deed, lore of the Cardolan Prince. Really? New deed, Gravedigger. Ah, yes. Since I had done all of my barrel type questing in Cardolan, I did not do any of the deeds that are associated with Breland. Now, it's interesting that you cannot get the Lore of the Cardolan Prince deed done in Cardolan. I mean, I would think that it would make some sort of sense if it did, but it doesn't. I know I killed plenty of whites in Cardolan, and none of them had any of the pages. But apparently, the only copy of this book is in the Barrow Downs. See if I could finish this. So I'm just going to kill these, despite the fact that they are going to ignore me, at least at this stage. But I believe there is a second phase of this dungeon somewhere that is going to be where I want to go. How's this? This is a journeyman. Ah, long past that. Oh well. Be nice if I could find something new on that department. Now, there is going to be another section here. Yeah, minimum level 45. I think I meet that criteria. Now, I'll expect the mobs here to be a little bit tougher than the ones I just faced. Now, do they still drop the pages, though, from the Cardolan Prince? I guess that's going to be the question. Now, Father Meteor Barghast, level 50. Well, that I guess. Whee! Now I'm 53. Well, okay, let's take care of the candle. Alright, so the mobs are now level 50 signatures. Oh, a little bit tougher than what we were facing before. Now, oh. And I don't want the candles going around blinding me, so I am going to deal with them as I go through here, even if they're not technically aggressive. So I don't think, yeah, they're not technically aggressive, but they just follow you around and blind you. And that's probably not a good condition to have. Hey, you. Hey, do you have a page of the Cardolan Prince Journal? No. Maybe it's only the lower level ones. I'm gonna have to go and kill some. Either that or run the Great Barrow instance. There's not a soloable version of that, so that's won't be an easy. Oh, there you go. Barrow Warden. There we go. Oh, and then a doggy. And a candle. So the wardens are going to be the main ones that we're going to have to deal with. But I think eventually this leads to, I'm sure, a boss of some sort. And that boss of... the candles are easily killed. And the boss of some sort is going to be the one that is surely going to have the tool. I mean, that's the way it always works somehow. Whoever's the nastiest person is the one who has the stuff, right? It's even plausible. Take it. Well, either that or someone in their service who could make use of it. Oh. Level 51. Okay, so there are a couple of them. This is back in the days when they didn't mind having mobs a level higher. Oh boy, this is one big place. Oh, okay, I see the crypt up. A sarcophagus. Oops, Daisy. A sarcophagus up there that is going to have probably the item in question. Oh, right, and this is a plague bearer. How about a raven bearer? Oopsie daisy. Okay, maybe that was overkill. Now let's see what's in the crypt. And something nasty. The tomb of Marindar the craftsman has recently been disturbed, and the relics which might have lain here have been removed. Mordrum Boar. It appears that someone reached it before I did.
What can I do for you?
Ah, that's too bad. More and more foul travelers have been arriving here from the south, and it would be no wonder that some of them are grave robbers. Maybe I better not comment on that particular one, considering what I was attempting to do at the time. Oh well. So much of that.
Hello, friend. Could
Well-
you help me with something?
There's little else that I can help you with. It's a pity that the tool was stolen. I would have dearly loved to see it. Ah well, perhaps you should return to the elf that sent you. Egamir, was it? He may have some more words of wisdom for you. Alright, fine. I will go back to Kellendam and speak with the elf. And that's where you'll find me in the next episode of Lore of the Shadow.